Danganronpa fandom is ass. There's been rumors and different types of things over the years as people kept talking about how Danganronpa is toxic as hell when it comes to their fans and stuff, especially when it comes to cosplayers and like other things like with shipping and like headcanons and all that type of stuff. And all those are true, and it's unfortunate because there's actually some damn decent people out there in that fandom that really knows what they're doing, especially when it comes to those fan games or when it comes to certain content creators that are pretty damn decent when it comes to it. But there is still a chunk of people that is out there in that fandom that is horrible, and there really kind of is no way to kind of fix it, is there? Now personally, like I said, I never seen anything firsthand. I never got hit with anything firsthand when it comes to that fandom. I've seen weirdos in that fandom before, but I haven't never seen it like super crazy until today. And this ain't have to do anything with me personally, but it has to do with another Koikatsu creator that, you know, I really like, named Fenrir's Jaw, who did a lot of Danganronpa Koikatsu stuff, and it was wonderful. They did a bunch of things when it comes to Mukuros too, and you know, they even had like a story what they was trying to do. Well, something not so great ended up happening recently. So when I woke up, basically I was waking up to a DM of someone that was telling me some things about Fenrir and about how the Danganronpa community kind of harassed his ass and basically sent him off of Twitter and basically got rid of his whole Discord server, which threw me off honestly when I first heard it and first seen it. I've seen all the context when it comes to the DMs with the person that, you know, he was talking to. I'm not going to necessarily show those because I don't necessarily want to, you know, I feel like that's kind of like a private conversation and I don't want to necessarily like post that here. But when it comes down to things, I did see him, and it really sucks because all this shows honestly is that the Danganronpa community is very, very, very immature. And it's probably because kids are in the damn community, and as we said before, we don't want no damn kids in adult spaces. Danganronpa is not for children, it's for adults. No kid should be trying to watch Danganronpa. This is the one big thing about anime going mainstream that absolutely sucks. Kids will try to get into literally everything, even though they know good damn well they shouldn't be involved in it at all, and it super sucks honestly. And especially when there's those type of kids that have like internet and like technology and knows what social media and stuff is, they are the worst ones. Now I'm not saying all of y'all are bad honestly, because there probably is some decent ass people out there, but when it comes to the majority of these little rodents, honestly, they're very bad. They're probably the big reason why Danganronpa get a bad rap as it is anyway. It's probably the big reason why I don't really cover too much Danganronpa stuff honestly. And even though I wasn't really thinking about this when I switched over from my VTuber model from the sprites, I'm kind of glad I switched it over, because if this would have came my way, yeah, I'd be pretty pissed off about it too. The fandom has a huge problem, but the main two I would say that probably is the fattest problem of all of them is the headcanons and the ships. There's plenty of other things too, like the Chihiro debate, whether he's trans or not, which it's a guy. I don't care what you feel. Chihiro's a guy. And if that wasn't the case, why does Kyoko feel this man's balls in the first game? That's my whole thing. And even then, they specifically really implied a lot that this man was basically a guy. So, you know, if you don't like it, suck a fat one. But anyway, now I've seen people have like weird ships and different types of headcanons galore, and I've already talked about shipping before, and personally I just don't necessarily care for it. The only type of ships I do care for is whatever the creator says that's, you know, the ship that they're gonna go with when it comes to the actual canon, and that's really the only shipping I really care for. The only ship outside of that, it's not even Danganronpa based, the only ship I really probably care for outside of that, it's just my ship with literally any fictional female character that exists, honestly. That's about it. I don't necessarily care for anything else outside of that. And it's so weird how many people actually care for shipping on a super deep level, because it's not anything crazy. It's not anything like important, if I'm being honest, especially on this level. The reason why Fenrir got harassed off of Twitter was because of those very same ships that, you know, he made with his character and all the other type of stuff. And I know for sure the man did not like Makoto at all, honestly. And had some valid reasons for it, but that's the same way with my hate for Issei, honestly. I don't like Issei at all. I hate the man. If I had a car, I'm running him over. But when it comes down to things, do I absolutely go ahead and try to harass the person that made High School DxD? No. Why? Because it's stupid. Why would you do that? It's like, yeah, I sure don't like that character. I sure don't like the ship of Koneko and Issei together. I hate it to bits. But if someone draws a picture of, you know, Koneko and Issei were to get married and something like that, am I going to hate the picture or the artist? No, I'm going to say that the artist did a good job. I'm going to say please follow the artist, but I'm all going to seethe and rage over the context of it. But still, nonetheless, that's my problem to deal with. It's not anything too serious at all. If it's just really not. I'm not going to send some type of threatening message to the creator of said picture because I don't like the ship. Like, that's stupid. Even when Issei and Koneko's Japanese VA got married and I saw like a bunch of different fan art when it came to that, I'm like, I don't like Issei as a character and I hate this ship, honestly. Do I honestly hate the person that voices Issei? No. Do I hate the idea that Ishibumi has Issei, you know, as a character? No. Do I hate, you know, Ishibumi for making Issei and creating the series? No. I like all of those things, but when it comes down to Issei by himself as a character, yes, I'm going to rage and hate that man. But that's the only thing really that's like the only thing I hate when it comes to it. So the fact that people go out their way to harass Fenrir over his story and over like the ships that he has done and the headcanons that he has made when it comes to his story is so dumb. It really doesn't make any kind of sense. And the most weird thing is, you know damn well that there's probably even more worse or weirder ships and content that comes through Danganronpa when it comes to the fans. But it's like, why do you accept something that's that weird, but you can't accept someone else's thing? It's so dumb. And then when you hear people say on the outside that there's like a Danganronpa fan somewhere in the vicinity, you wonder why they shit bricks and kind of hide away because they don't want to necessarily deal with it. Personally, on a friend level too, I enjoyed Fenrir's work. It was really good. It was something that I had never really seen before. And the fact that this man had a whole, basically all the females in Danganronpa, well, outside like a few, they basically had like this whole evil organization group and stuff that was basically, I guess, trying to go after Future Foundation, I think. It was interesting, honestly. And obviously Junko was the big bad of all of it, and it was going to be something entertaining. But then, because of this, they end up deleting their Twitter, basically deleting all their work, and it's just like now we will never really get to see that ending. We'll never really get to see what happens, honestly. And it's so bad because of the stupid ass fandom. Not to mention, they put the man in a horrible ass state of mind at the current moment in time when I was reading those stuff. Even there was like I'm not gonna say what it was because I just don't want to put that in the video, but like there was like an ominous, really kind of concerning message in one of those parts of the DM as well. Again, you can kind of maybe guess on what it is. I hate to speculate like that, but like it's something you can kind of maybe think about and maybe understand what it could be. But it goes to show again that this should not even have been a thing, honestly. Like, this entire harassment should not have even been a thing that happened. And then people wonder why I don't make a lot of Danganronpa videos, or go as far as to try to discuss things with the fandom, or try to go into the fandom, because no, I've seen the weirdness. I can understand a little bit of what people are talking about, honestly. I'm not about to do it. I'm not. And I'm kind of glad I moved away from the sprites, honestly. And what I really hate when it comes down to things, when it comes to like the entirety of the situation around Fenrir personally, is just that they made such a crazy but cool world at the same time. Had a bunch of characters and stuff that was something I didn't even think about, or even ideas I didn't even think about to see, honestly. But it was like a really interesting idea. The cards and the edits they made when it comes to those were beautiful, honestly. The amount of time and dedication to the story as well as his card creating was also like something that I can really respect, honestly. And hell, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be able to do Koikatsu, because if it wasn't for them paying for Koikatsu, buying it on Steam for me to use, I wouldn't even be able to have this model right now. I wouldn't be able to do anything of the sort. So when it comes down to things, it's shit that this happened. It really is, and there's no reason for it at all. And if you are happen to watching this video, honestly, please stay strong, dude. Like, I understand. I understand that the fandom is absolute dog shit to the point you even said you want to remove yourself completely from the fandom at all when it comes to your work and really everything. And that's so much work. I just hate that all that work basically went down the drain. That's my biggest thing when it comes to your work. It should not have, had happened. And no one should really be and no one should have been harassing you over your work at all. If your Discord is still up, if you still have an account there, please just I guess send me a message, and then let's see if we can chat a bit, honestly, because again, this junk is just absolutely ridiculous. None of this should have even been happening. Again, kids ruin freaking everything, and VTubers want to put them in their communities. I would actually slap you in the face. Anyway, but when it comes down to things, shipping is just something that is really stupid. I don't really partake in it like that. And headcanons, who cares? It's not the canon, so who cares? But it's just really ridiculous, the links that people go over some damn piece of fiction. It is just a media. It's not gonna is it gonna help you pay your bills? Is it gonna help you with some other real life stuff that you probably have to deal with? Probably not. So why do you care all that much about it and what people think? It doesn't matter. And this is also why I like my Kokatsu story. This is exactly why I'm still creating it, even if no one watches. Because when it comes down to things, I'm going to have a story that I like to enjoy and tell. And no matter how many dumbass people come through, maybe hating on the story, which that hasn't happened, but still, if they were to come through, I'm still going to keep making it, and I'm going to make you hate it harder. So when it comes down to things, it's just annoying. Fandoms are really just annoying. But that's basically what I wanted to say for this video. If I can, I will double upload today, because there's another topic I need to talk about, because that one is just pain, and it needs to be actually talked about. And it's again about the Vice Lolly video that needs to be reiterated, because there's something I need to really just cover when it comes to it. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification way out. Also follow me on Twitter and collect the channel, Patreon is available as well. And Fanrare, please don't let this be the end, because it will be a freaking shame if all this work you did, all this great work you did, ends up just not going anywhere. It would just be a shame. Honestly, it really would be. But until then, it's me, Boy J, signing off. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video.